I'm told that this, where we live here, is the Bible Belt. Is that right? Well, I grew up on the coast of North Carolina, and it was the Clan Belt. When I was a kid, one of the things that we did for fun on some Saturdays was to go downtown and watch a Klan parade. This first poem is about that. It's called Them. Even as a boy growing up, I was not afraid of them. The history of back streets were set aside for me by them. Any story refused to tell the whole story of them. But I will try to tell you tonight how I came to know them. At 17, I saw 3 crosses set ablaze by them. At 18, my first real job was working for one of them. I remember the parades marching to the drum beats of them. Green and purple robes, hooded hats adorned them. The grand wizard of the night emptied hate into them, and the hate became empty spaces in between them. Sucking finger little children paraded streets of them. The third number, 11th alphabet, the definition of them. Jews and blacks never counted silently to any of them. Beautiful white girls, slit cuts for eyes, one of them. Pillowcase over the head, 2 sheets on a bed full of them. Hiding beneath the burned and torn history pages of them. Nathan planted a Confederate forest expressly for them. Then he up and died riding a horse monument for them. Shotgun bullets shoot to kill us, not them. Never understanding ropes were made to fit also them. Even as a boy growing up, I was not afraid of any of them. Tonight I listened to Pink Floyd's rendition of Us and Them. The second poem is called Rain. And the fourth voice said, case number 1, docket number 2312, Nathan Norman Ray versus the state of his own confusion. The third voice, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? First voice, I do, so please help me tonight, God. Second voice, Mr. Ray, did you sleep with her? First voice, my intent is not one of disillusionment, sir, but I must say on the night in question, it was raining, or maybe her name was Rain. The room was wallpapered white with yellow Van Gogh flowers, or maybe it was wallpaper, yellow, and snow flowers. Memory has the right to edit, you know, sir. Anyway, we had just come back from seeing a movie, an old movie, Bogart and Katharine Hepburn. No, wait, Katharine Hepburn and Spencer Tracy sounds right. Tracy sounds right for this time of night. I swear it was. On the way back to the color of the room in question, we did stop. Not sure, sir, if we were driving her car or my truck. The waitress, I swear, couldn't tell us apart because of the way we were dressed. Rain, if that was her name, ate what I ordered. I ordered what I could not eat. Hungry, I was still when we left the name of the restaurant in question. It was 1 o'clock, but, excuse me, sir, daylight had changed time that night. So perhaps it was an hour earlier or an hour later. Wearing a jacket? I was not. So I don't know what I laid over the couch as we walked into the room in question. We didn't have any vodka, so we didn't make a drink, I think. But I could swear I was drunk. and the TV was playing music, and a mad dog in the distance was barking, and the traffic outside the window in question was quiet, and the ashtray was crowded full of what smelled like Marlboro Light cigarette butts, and street lights were peeking in through an open blue curtain, and the bed was still unmade, and one pillow was on the floor. And the bedside clock was blinking the wrong time of night on that night in question. There had been an electric storm earlier, perhaps that evening. The rain was raining, or maybe it was Rain, if that was her name, pouring a glass of water and calling her cat, named Cat, by the wrong name. And her cat did not come, or maybe it did come strolling very cat-like slowly into the room in question, toward the voice in question, that night in question. Second voice, no further questions, Your Honor. Fifth voice, the jury will retire and return with a verdict. I hear a cell phone somewhere. Uh-huh. I have an interesting cell phone policy in my classes. It's like let freedom ring. This next poem is called Orange. According to the United States Department of Corrections, of years of trying to correct me and Willie Lee, we see the color orange now ain't nothing more than a nickel-sized neon nigger, dressed up and ready to go to sleep in a jail cell, failed bunk bed with a toilet that flushes the truth down long hallways lined unevenly with black without white photography and pretty flat white paint, dimming while at the exact same time painting the scope of a telescope. No, wait, a microscope, focused flat and laid out flat, dead as any reason for trying not to untie the Windsor necktie knot of universal orange misunderstanding, of not understanding that pre-murder is always premeditated. Belated and printed as everyday newspaper nigger news, turn on the TV, it's 6 o'clock, Negro Standard Crime Stop time. And me and Willie Lee, we are marching to the beat of BB's blues, and here ain't nothing about singing and dancing music. Memphis is a mistake we make. Take Willie Lee and me, we're not permitted to commit white-collar crimes. We count dimes and dinner dishes of wild Irish without a rose. Willie Lee and me, we know any answer we give is always corrected by the Department of Corrections, is a New York City stock exchange business investing smooth in smooth talk stock that never falls, that never fails, Madison Avenue, Wall Street niggernomics. Willie Lee tells me, be politically correct. I tell Willie Lee, oh fucking K. And then I say, Negro economics, atomic, automatic, stay on welfare forever, and other bullshit principles of Dow Jones, NASDAQ, composite delusion. Treasury notes, side notes like suicide notes, niggernomics. What do you really think is manufactured in those there slave mentality factories? Oh yeah, almost forgot. Do you want fries with that? Would you like to upsize your order? Never ask the fucking stupid person a fucking stupid question. Me and Willie Lee, we grew up believing we looked good in our orange jump through hoops, jumping orange jumpsuit. Just a number, no name, sewn slanted on the back, perfect thread to thread a needle in between the blades of sharp shoulders, designed to designate it unwritten death warrants written on walls of slanted, colorful conversation and full-service gas stations full of full-flavored coffee cup lies. Never look a blind person in the eye is why birds don't know where the hell they're flying most of the time. Time zones and maps are made up chess games and chess matches with no declared winner. Time itself cannot afford to stand still, just as still as 3 apples and a box of orange juice in a still life painting of calculated chemistry of criminals like us, not allowed to wear a white shirt with a white button-down collar because, stop stuttering, because white-collar crime is reserved for white-collar people. Like Benny and Bernie made off with the whole S&P 500 in the pockets of a pair of white Bermuda Triangle plaid, Ameritrade American-made pants made out of recycled Chinese fair trade hesitation served in a cup, fine china. Me and Willie Lee, we take our coffee black, just like the president, just elected, now rejected by tea. And all the tea in China poured into a GOP Boston harbor full of hate and suburban preachers. America Department of Guilt and Forgiveness forgot to forgive me and Willie Lee, and we is, not are, sitting here playing joker face poker and three-card Bob Marley higher than the highest building in this Dade County, any Orange County jail cell, remembering, then forgetting on purpose when our town was Motown, records made American muscle cars and race music in Detroit, sipping black prison black coffee, still black as it was back then when we or them could not imagine voting for the art of racing in a rainstorm. Willie Lee is asking me, what color is a colored man's soul? What color is a white woman's heart? What color and which color is our president's feelings? Don't ask, don't tell lies. It's already, it always is pouring, and an umbrella doesn't give a good dog damn about no race war rain. The refrain goes nothing like that. Baby boy born of a Kansas City white woman and a Nigerian cropper, painted then planted by a black lonely night, copper tone, copper, but, stop stuttering. But is a hard word to satisfy the short brewing time of tea time in America, where the color orange is an attitude that forces the riders to ride side saddle into a hurricane storm. Dead people are already dead. Don't you know that? Never ask a stupid person a stupid question unless you want the truth. Willie Lee asked me, and I tell Willie Lee that the painters never told us a damn thing about how orange is the hardest color to blend when 1 ounce of nigger blood determines what 99 quarts cannot, and a nigger can be as English as a British crown. Still, America forces me and him to look not up but down at the way an orange suit fits the reflection of a distorted dressing room mirror. There's a treed coon in that kind of tree philosophy. Autumn in America turns orange naturally. No need and no help from me and Willie Lee. We worship God and the moon with no reason to care in seasons that refuse to erase the downpour of race rain. Thunder under the bridge, I say, and leave it at that. Robin Hood wasn't that good. Me and Willie Lee, we rob the rich and give back to the rich. Now that's how we roll in your Sunday school Catholic Cadillac. We build your investment portfolios. Cartwright, Hardy, and Frazier, and me and Willie Lee, we is, not are, a private wealth management, Swiss-style monetary policy. For a no-obligation consultation, call us, me and Willie Lee, at 1-800-423 Dade County Department of Corrections. No answer? Please be assured that we will get back with you as soon as you leave your door unlocked and stop asking stupid people stupid questions like, what is the relationship between red Americans living relegated to a reservation and the red rate of alcoholism? What is the relationship between poor white trash people growing up in a white trailer park and 13 to 15-year-old white mothers on welfare? What is the relationship between low pants wearing black inner city gang violence and no father at home or to speak of? And finally, what is the pure scientific relationship between what me and Willie Lee walk into your SunTrust Bank without and what me and Willie Lee walk out of your SunTrust Bank with? Do not trust the moon or the sun. You do the math and stop asking stupid people stupid questions and go straight to, well, why don't you write a book? Write a book about how to get along with women in the workplace cookbook and stay sleek like me. And I'll tell Willie Lee, good night, I'll see you in the morning, and stop asking stupid people stupid questions unless you want some kind of fucking foul weather report. Daylight is too stupid to save time, and if he daylight is too stupid to save time. A business degree looking for an opportunity. 17 years in prison is 17 years in prison, visible only by a spectrum lying between red and yellow hue. And you and your clockwork orange, liquid moonlight, stop nigga, stop sign painted, falsified red. Don't you know dead people are already dead, and everything is in the science of growing an orange tree. The only come to a complete stop in America this evening is stop asking stupid people stupid questions. Thank you.